Okay, folks. At the end of this course, I just wanted to actually bring a new concept, which is a REST API, and this is a terminology which you will actually hear a lot in the cloud world. The thing is that if you have to do any kind of tasks like what especially around the admin tasks that you have to do, then we have actually looked at a couple of methods. One was that you could either do it using the AWS CLI command line interface. The second is that you can actually do it through a GUI tool, and the third is actually through the scripting method, wherein maybe you could be using PHP, you could be using Java, JavaScript, and in that you can actually make calls to the API. So API is nothing but the application programming interface, and REST is kind of an architecture. So any APIs that follows the REST architecture is called a REST API, and the REST stands for, as you can see, the RE stands for the representational, and S is the state, and T is the transfer. So REST is representational state transfer, and it just indicates a group of software architecture design constraints that brings the efficient, reliable, and scalable systems, as you can see here. So with REST API, the concept is very simple. You send a request to a specific service, and you get a response. And the response that you get actually can be in the form of either HTML, XML, or JSON. JSON is becoming quite popular these days. It's a JavaScript object notation. And as I discussed previously, the external applications can actually make use of these REST APIs by calling the APIs. And most of the cloud vendors, if you see Oracle Cloud, you see AWS Cloud, for all the different admin tasks, you will have an API created, right? If I talk about let's say creating a snapshot, or creating a manual snapshot of an RDS database, you have an API already there, which is the create-db snapshot. And in our current demo, we'll actually try and make a call to this API and see how things work. And it supports standard methods, like you have the HTTP standard methods, which are like get method, the post, a put, or a delete. So what I want to show you here is I will actually make use of a tool which is called Postman. So Postman is a beautiful app which you can actually use to make calls to the API.